Last week I was complaining about how much people can buy from Walmart. There's really no limit in the stores, and online the limit was 12. Well, breaking news, Walmart has added purchase limits. I was saying last week that Walmart is the last big box retailer to allow basically infinite purchasing glitch if you go into the store, or it was a limit 12 online. Now, purchase limit on Pokemon cards starting November 1st or 5th, so this is already passed, restricting to 5, okay? There's a bit of a caveat with this, 5 packs and or boxes of trading cards. So somebody could go in, 2 people, it's basically over for Elite Trainer boxes. You know, they'll get 5 and 5 and the Elite Trainer boxes are gone. I think there should be more nuance here. Can we expect them to be able to handle that kind of nuance out of Walmart? I say no. I don't think they are even going to really enforce this, but we will see. They were able to figure it out with every other major retailer. And so Walmart was the last on the docket. What I said last week was basically Costco imposed their limits when the fights outside of Costco went viral, when the scalpers running into the stores went viral. And we're going to look at one of those videos today. And I knew with what I was seeing online with the Mega Evolution 10s that there were going to be videos about that, which we will see today, where people were going to be scalping it insane amounts of it. It's just too saturated. Everybody and their brother and their mother and their stepsister know about these Pokemon cards, and they know they can take it and sell it for twice the price on the internet. They'll know that, and so that's what's happening. And when we saw the same thing across different collectibles, different things people decided they wanted to invest in. I know sneakers were one of the last big things. Labubu's a big thing. You know how it goes. The hype cycles come around, they come and go, and people make their money and they move on. Same thing happens with Pokemon all the time. It's kind of a cycle. We're starting to enter a downturn on the cycle, but I won't go into that. All I'll say is, thank God, we're almost there. We're almost out of this insanity timeline. Walmart has introduced a new policy in response. Well, maybe in response. I think the writing was on the wall to a viral video circulating last week where a scalper is shown purchasing the store's entire inventory of Pokemon cards. And I knew this was going to happen. I knew it would happen. I could not believe that Walmart was allowing people to do this, and it's just a matter of time. And I'll say this about this whole situation. Costco has a limit, right? Tell me why I saw the owner of the local game stores in my own town buying up as many Costco memberships as he could to then buy as many Pokemon products as he could. People will always find a workaround. They did it with the Sam's Club Prismatic drops as well. So people are always looking for a way to get these products for cheaper, and they'll do whatever they have to do to do that. Walmart made it easy for these guys. Let's have a look here at the video. Scalpers clear out Walmart with approval of a manager. So let me play this video for you here. So here we have the video of them buying out all of the Pokemon tins. It's just 2 guys here buying up everything. And I'm muting the video because there is some not so nice language, but they thankfully they bought 1 bag, 2 bags, and then did you see this? Did you see this? The entire rack of Pokemon. I don't even know how they plan on moving this, but this is what they bought. I almost want to do the math of how much this cost them, but this is kind of where we're at. The entire rack, bro. It looks a little crazier seeing it in tin form versus when you'd see the big prismatic or the blooming waters stacked to the ceiling in all these other viral scalper memes, But I will say, this guy goes through and he calls out the manager, calls out the scalpers, blah, blah, blah. And I don't think calling out the scalpers is really, okay, those are just a couple guys doing that. But making it known to Walmart, to these companies, that this is what's going to happen if you allow it. That's the important thing. And that is what I think got us to where we are now, where there are limits being imposed across all big box retailers. And I will say, I don't expect this to last very long with the way the Pokemon third party market is going, because the people that are taking all of these products, buying all these products, they want to make money on them. And if Walmart is selling, say, a pack of Mega Evolutions for, just theoretically, say you get it $8 after taxes, okay? And these people are paying taxes on these. You get it for $8. People are selling them for online for $10. You're not going to make that money back, and they're going to stop doing that. And that is the goal, to get people to stop stop doing this. Walmart shared, we are introducing this limit to make sure all fans and collectors have a fair opportunity to enjoy trading cards. Our goal is popular items are available to as many customers as possible to maintain a safe and positive shopping environment for everyone. It remains unclear whether this new purchase limit will help deter scalping. Do I think this new method will help deter scalping? Yes, I do. I think it does help. And I think the best system you can find, the best system, in my opinion, would be everybody's in the queue at once. Bear with me on this. Everybody's in the queue at once. They're randomly selected. I think Sam's Club does this. And everyone who is waiting for the product is randomly selected at the time the product goes live. Have a queue before, product goes live, random selection, boom, done. We're out of here. That I think is the most fair way to do it. And having a limit of 1, limit of 2 on products, especially the bigger products, limit 1 is fine. It does depend on the product as well. Even just look at the price point if you want to go about it that way. Limit 1 on booster boxes, limit 1 on elite trainer boxes. Below that, maybe limit 2. I think that's a good system. I will also add that I think that the scalping epidemic might be coming to a close because of this new change at Walmart. Now, completely to a close? No. But I think it's going to slow down dramatically, because limiting in this fashion means someone who goes into Walmart like these guys are doing and throws it up on Facebook. We've all seen that. Throws it up on eBay, wherever. We've all seen that happen. And they're not going to be able to be doing that anymore, at least at the scale that makes it worth their time. In addition to this, what is going to happen is all of these products flooding the market are now going to be coming from more new people who are getting into this, either scalping or collecting or whatever. So when you look at the third-party markets, what's going to start to happen is it's going to be a race to the bottom. It already is when these products go live on the Walmart website, on whatever publicly available website. What happens is these people now, instead of one person grabbing all of the items and listing them for a certain price, then you're going to have 2, 3, 4, maybe 5 more people. Now, assuming they're all scalpers, I don't think that's too huge of a leap to make. Assuming they are, and they all take the product and they throw it on the market. One person lists it, the person undercuts, the person undercuts, the person undercuts, and the price goes down, down, down. This is very good for all of us involved here in the Pokemon hobby. So I think, especially in December, especially with Christmas coming up, things are going to get a lot better for those of us in the hobby. I also know the Phantasmal Flames Ultra Premium Collection, the Charizard Ultra Premium Collection, which is an amazing looking product, which I've covered before, and I will probably cover one more time before it's here and gone. Dropping at Costco, dropping at Walmart, Target, Best Buy. Around, the cheapest is $89 at Costco. I want to say it's like $120 over at Target. The price kind of is in between there somewhere for the major retailers. Online, it's about $250. So don't buy that online. Just wait, because over 3 million of this product have been printed. It is the largest ultra premium collection printing of all time, and it's going to absolutely flood the third-party market, the eBays, the whatevers. So hold off on that if you can. Now, I understand wanting to lock it in early. If you're a collector and it doesn't matter, go for it. You know, if you enjoy it, if you are wanting to hit up your local Walmarts, some of the best times to go are early in the mornings to midday on Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. They don't restock on Saturdays, Sundays, Mondays, Tuesdays. So those are kind of the peak times. that a vendor might be coming to Walmart to restock. So your odds seem a lot better now that there are these limits. Same deal with Target. Target's limit 2. I think limit 2 is where it's at. I think limit 2 is what they should be imposing. Now, I want to take a little sidestep to talk about Magic the Gathering just in relation to quantities on shelves versus quantities moving off of shelves. Because right now, the Spider-Man set, you've probably seen it if you look at the trading card sections of Walmart's, Targets, whatever, that those are not moving. Those are just sitting there. And so when Pokemon products start to sit there just like that, which they will eventually, we are probably not too far away from that happening. When they start to sit, then these rules start to become more lax. They might even remove the signs so that people can buy more who want it, because they're not going to want this old product to sit on shelves and then move it to clearance. So there's kind of a balance that they have to do of supply and demand. It always has been. It will continue to be. And this is the best response that I've seen from these retailers in probably the history of Pokemon, where they're actually stepping in and doing something about it. But as time goes by, the hype dies down, this will change and it will go back to normal. My prediction on when this actually does happen, I think things are going to slow down a little bit in December. Phantasmal Flames, I think, is going to be a very popular set because it has Charizard and Gengar on the art. The Triple Blister Pack has Gengar. The Elite Trainer Box has Charizard. The Ultra Premium is Charizard. I think it's going to be a big set just because of that. That being said, the Charizard Big Box, the Super Premium Collection last year, around this same time of year, around Christmas time, with the Charizard figurine inside of it, that sat on shelves for a very long time. People did not want that product. That product was marked down from, I want to say, $80 all the way down to, I think, around $50 at certain points. We may see something similar. I don't expect that. I think the Ultra Premium Collection is a way better product. But after the Mega Evolutions block, I think that is the time where Pokemon's going to really start to die down. When we start to move past the Mega Evolution block into whatever the new base game is, we still have at least one more Mega Evolution set coming. But once we switch over past Legends ZA into whatever the mainline set is, I think that's going to be the downturn. I think that's when it's going to get a lot easier to find Pokemon products, because it's going to be all centered around a brand new Pokemon. And usually, when it's brand new Pokemon, people don't want it as much. Thank you so much for watching. Be sure to subscribe and hit that thumbs up button, and I'll see you in the next video.